Hey, I was reading through a back issue of Successful Farming magazine, as one does, and it reminded me of a very modern convenience.
Yes, I'm talking about the heated steering wheel. First found as only an option on higher end cars owned by fancy rich people, it's now found its way into the mainstream and can be found on Kias. I still don't have one on my car, though. I'm what you call a late adapter. So, where did this contemporary component of convenient comfort come from? That's the story. It was first offered as a factory option on the 2011 Lincoln MKX, which is really not that long ago. To find the true origins, we have to go back in time just a little bit farther. A man named Richard Miller patented the heated steering wheel in 1965. But we can go back farther than that. The first patent for a heated steering wheel goes back to the, Taft administration. This illustration from the April 1912 issue of the Automobile shows the patent illustration for the Smith steering wheel heater. In this design, air is preheated in the engine compartment and blown up the steering column and around the hollow steering wheel. It is not known if any of these were actually built. But if we fast forward just 6 years, that brings us to something we do know was made. May I present to you SteerWarms, made by Interstate Electric Company in New Orleans. On a cold winter's day, it's mighty nice to be able to jump into your car and drive without getting your hands cold. SteerWarms enable you to do this. SteerWarms give out a delightful warmth that warms the hands and goes throughout the body, protecting you against cold. SteerWarms save money on gloves. SteerWarms are especially good for Fords. Put on a pair of SteerWarms and you can take your Ford out in zero weather and be comfortable. Unlike that earlier patent, SteerWarms are actually electrically heated, really the same method used today. What these really are lace-up leather grips that you can install on your steering wheel, and then they plug into either the battery or magneto. The ad claims that they operate on the same principle as an electric heating pad, which is pretty straightforward. SteerWarms were offered for sale for several years, but as we moved into the 1920s, the car buying public moved away from open touring cars and closed cars became more popular. With that, the perceived need for products like SteerWarms faded.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this brief look at one of the modern conveniences of yesteryear. Anyway, I've got some great videos coming up in the queue, so go ahead and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so that you see when those come out. In the meantime, you can look at some of my other videos. Go ahead and like this video, leave a comment down in the comment section, and hey, I'll talk to you later.